Good afternoon out there in trucking world. This dirty trucking. Up at 12:42, about to get ready to get out of here. A little late because I had to spend the time on the phone, take care of problem. Some sort of game going on. Told you it's always some goddamn game. So let me tell you what's happening today. So now Uber, my earnings didn't show up from Uber that I sent to my bank. So, and there's something strange going on here. Now, my earnings supposed to have been in there when I sent them today. I look on there on the bank, my money's not there. I go back on the Uber app, it shows my Instapay was sent. Now, my Instapay was a certain amount, and it shows it was sent. But it's not showing on my bank account. It's supposed to show when I send it on my bank account. That's how that's how Uber got it set up. So I contact Uber. He look into it. He's looking into it. This representative on the phone playing some goddamn game. I told you, today's Saturday. It's lottery time. So today I think it's Powerball. Wait a minute, let me see. Which one is it? Today is Powerball. And I told you, whether you believe me or not, I don't give a damn because I ain't got time to convince you. I've been watching this shit too long to realize what this shit is all about. So, let me tell you what they're doing. For some reason, these people have to play a game with me on my bank account or something about me that's dealing with money or owing money or having to pay money that somehow is supposed to be dealing with the lottery. And it only gets bad when it's the lottery amount is, especially the Powerball and the Mega Million, is a large amount, which it is. The Powerball is a large amount and the Mega Million. So that's when it gets extremely bad. They go around here talking to me like I'm holding the money, I'm doing all. That is not my money. That is money people paid playing the lottery and lost, and now it's up for a jackpot. So, let me tell you what happened. I do a chat with the representative, Lucidio, whatever his name was, Lucidio. And normally when somebody inquires about not receiving their earnings, their pay for the day, for their work done. I have not received my pay for work done yesterday. It should have just showed up in the bank when I sent it. So, normal people, when you call about not receiving your pay, they normally know you mean for that day, if you're dealing with Uber. But this representative started out by asking me, what amount were you talking about? That's what he said. Which amount? I just want to be sure. That's what he said. So I told him the amount that didn't show up. Now my amount is minus the fee for sending it to the bank. So I told him the amount minus the fee, not the total amount it was that I earned that day. I told him the amount that should have showed in my bank already early this morning when I got at 1 o'clock. So after I told him that amount, he said, let me do some checking. Sending this through chat. He's checking and he come back and says, I see that blah, blah, blah was processed. And the amount that he mentioned was $2 less than the amount that was supposed to be in my account. But I go on my wallet on here and I got $3.49 in there. I'm wondering where the fuck that came from. It didn't say I got a tip or nothing like that. After I cashed out, it should have been zero. I got $3.49 in my cash. But now, after he did his so-called checking and told me he see an amount that's $2 less than I told him in the account, something's wrong. Because the cash out amount is not supposed to change. But it changed after he said that. I went back to look at my cash out amount. Now it's showing the amount he said, not the amount I said and saw and what was supposed to be in my bank account. Then I go back to my cash on card. Now it no longer says $3.49. It says $7 and some change. I think it was like $7.49. I'm like, how is that possible? I cashed out my earnings from Uber. It's supposed to be in my bank. But while I'm messaging this guy about where's my money that was supposed to be in the bank and showed cashed out to my bank, the amount has now changed. It is $2 less. And now I have more money in my cash than I did when I started the chat with him. So I started messaging him that. He said, well, don't blame me. I said, well, who else is there to blame? I said, I got on here with an issue. And I said, most representatives, when you have an issue with your earnings not showing up in your account, would assume it's that particular day you're talking about. But you asked for the specific amount. And then after you asked for that specific amount, that amount has now changed. And then also I have more money in my cash on the Uber app than I had before I started talking with you. So I said, well, who else is responsible for that? I mean, because you said you were looking into the account. You asked for the specific amount that I was concerned about, saying that you wanted to make sure. And now that amount has changed after you've been doing all your looking and checking. And then you send me a message saying, don't blame you. Well, who else is there to blame? Who else possibly could have done that? Who else has the capability to subtract money that was already sent to your bank and put it up in my wallet? How is this money adding into my wallet? So what are you doing? Are these tips coming in that I should have been had? So now you're stealing tips and making them show up now because I'm inquiring about money. No, those are not tips. Then he comes back and said the amount that he said he showed is the amount minus the little $1.25 fee for sending it to your bank. I said, no, the fee is not the concern. The original amount that I mentioned to him was already minus the fee. The problem is that the amount that he posted is not the amount that I should have had sent to my bank. It has not showed up to my bank, and it should have already been in my bank. There's no delay in it. Not with Uber the way they have it set up. There's none. The only time I end up with this delay part is this. It's this time. It's this time. They start delaying money showing up, or money start getting taken out of my account mysteriously. Like when that mysterious ghost took all that money out of my account. Or they start playing games with bills, stuff I owe, or coming in here messing with shit, moving shit around. Like something about me is holding a damn jackpot. And you called me crazy, talking about I needed to go see a psychiatrist. It looks like everybody that's doing this needs to be on medication and hospitalized because you're nuts. This is exactly 100% what this shit is about. And then I made a video that I was going to post on TikTok, and it's on my phone. I didn't post it to TikTok. And in that video, I talked about stuff that affects you financially when you end up having financial struggles, and the struggles is caused by the job. Now, I never posted that video. It's in my phone. They seem to like to play games off of shit I say in a video. And these videos and the shit I'm saying about to get your ass busted and in fucking trouble. Ain't nobody told you to do that. You doing that shit on your own because you got a scam going. And if your boss told you to do this shit, your boss is telling you to do this type of shit, play games with me, use your skill set as an IT to rip me off and play games with my account, to come in my apartment, do illegal entry. That your boss telling you to do that? Well, you and your boss are in trouble. Because what you're doing is illegal. You playing a game, and this shit is illegal. But the game they playing, they would say, there's nothing wrong with it. It is something wrong with it. You're playing games with my money I earned. I have not received my earnings in my bank that should have been there at 1 something this morning whenever I transferred that goddamn money in there. Because it's instant. There's no delay unless it's lottery time and the jackpot amount is high. That's when I start having these fucking delays in these games. And I'm still wondering why the fuck that it seems like all this shit is going on extra while I'm at Uber. I mean, it's like everybody doing the goddamn shit. And then he gets on the phone and tells me, he gets on the chat and say don't blame him. And now he want to transfer the message to another team that takes 6 to 12 hours. Where's my money at? My money is instant. I did the work. You don't play games with my fucking money. You want to win the lottery, bitch? Take your ass and get in line. Go pick you some goddamn numbers and pay for it and wait to see if they fucking come out. You don't play with me, my bank, or anything about me. And I'm sick of it. So he want to try to wash his hands of being involved in it. But you can't. You busted. You were busted when you asked the amount. Most people that works for Uber, when I call if I have an issue with my money being in my bank, they look up the account and see, well, we see you did a InstaPay of this amount. I said, well, it didn't show up. Last time they had to do something on their end and all of a sudden it showed up. The last time it happened, it ended up showing up in my bank while I was making the video. While I was talking to Uber about my money not being in the bank. It ended up mysteriously showing up. And I don't know why that is. Why is it I got to get on here telling what the fuck they doing for the shit to stop? Or for my shit to show up? Or for me to, that's work done. And I like to be paid when my work is fucking done. Where's my goddamn money? Now, he was the representative I was talking to. He asked for a specific amount. And after he asked for that specific amount, you know, you're not supposed to be able to change an amount that's already sent over to the bank. You can't reverse it. The only way they can do that, it was not sent. Or it says failed to send. It didn't send, and then it would go back into my Uber account. But it didn't say failed to send. It said sent. It's been sent. You cannot change the amount that was sent to the bank. But I'm sitting here looking at this shit happen on my phone just that quickly. That my Instacash amount that I said was sent to my bank is $2 less. And then my cash on card on the Uber app has increased from $3.49 to $7 and something. Looking like the $2 that's subtracted from the money that should have been in the bank is back on my card. That's impossible. And that goes to show you how they can move and maneuver and play games with money like that. And I'm telling you, that's what the fuck they just did with me and my phone in my fucking hand. They just changed the amount that was supposed to have been sent to my bank, made it look, it ain't showed up in the bank, made it look like it ain't showed up in the bank. The amount has changed on the Uber's earnings statement, and then there's more money in my cash. So not only did my money not show up, you are stealing money because that's not the original Instacash. And now I wish I would have, if I had a screenshotted it, he would be saying a different story. He wouldn't have been able to do that. But they seem to know I didn't screenshot it. If I would have screenshotted that earnings page, he wouldn't have been able to get away with that. And I would have sent it with a direct message, a picture of it. But because I didn't screenshot that original amount that went to my bank, he got away with taking money out of it. And then sitting here talking to me like he didn't do it. So who the fuck else did it? Oh, your AI did it? No, the AI is you. You did it. Uber did it. Your own personnel that I'm talking to did it. You stole money. You made it look like the amount that's supposed to go to my bank is less. And I'm sitting up here without my fucking money. And they paying games. I got to get my rent paid. Don't fucking play games with me. I didn't come to this company to play your dumbass games. And you're not going to talk to me like I'm boo-boo the goddamn fool falling for your goddamn okie doke. And I'm sitting here watching what you doing.